Which part of your credit file are most prone to errors? Now, because the information on your credit file is collated from a wide variety of sources, errors can appear in a number of different places. So ideally, you should check all the information on your credit report regularly. Some issues will carry more weight than others, so it's worth being extra vigilant for. Double check the linked addresses part of your credit file. Now, address links are treated by lenders as a valuable source of previous address history where you've held credit in the past. Now, address links are reported by lenders, and occasionally the lender may register you as living at an incorrect address, most regularly as a result of variations in the format or layout of the address. This can cause issues for anyone wanting to check your credit file. Now, any variations in the way your address is recorded can make it difficult to retrieve all the information in your credit file correctly. Check your credit file for missed or late payments. Now, any record of having a missed payment on your credit agreements could definitely affect your ability to get credit, and the last thing you want is for anything to be recorded against you in error. Now, should you disagree with the information that has been lodged, and provided you can supply evidence that the late payment is incorrect, it is possible to get it removed. Now, in rare cases, more severe negative markers may appear incorrectly on your credit report, but like missed payments, provided you can prove that they're incorrect, these too can be removed from your credit file. Checking your credit file regularly can help protect against fraud. Now, one of the main reasons I advise a regular check of your credit file is to minimise any potential impact as a result of fraud. Because your credit file shows all forms of credit being taken out in your name, any forms of finance taken out in your name without your knowledge or consent will appear on your credit report. Now, it's best to tackle any suspected cases of fraud quickly as possible, and your credit reporter is the best resource at your disposal when looking at changes of your credit history. Even if you do find yourself falling a victim of fraud, it's not too late. Have you checked the alias section on your credit file? Now, you may have seen an alias on your credit file. Now, an alias is another name which you've been previously known as. Now, these are most commonly maiden names. However, they can also be created through typos and administrative errors by the lenders or credit reference agencies themselves. Now, these are unlikely to cause issues when you apply for credit, but in rare circumstances, you may find that you have someone else's name altogether as an alias associated with a credit account you know nothing about. This is most frequently as a result of sharing a household with people that have a similar name, commonly family members. In this case, I would recommend contacting the credit reference agency, reporting this information, and if necessary, disputing it. Check that the voters roll data on your credit file is correct. Now, voters roll data is used as a means to verify that you live at an address that you've provided during a check or application. Now, even if you're correctly registered to vote, it can go unreported by credit reference agencies, which could, in some cases, affect your ability to get credit. Now, each credit reference agency maintains their own database separately, so it's vital to check them all. Now, being added to the voters roll is not a quick process. It can take up to 3 months if it's done during the annual canvass process. Now, for the rest of the year, it should take around about a month for the information to appear in your credit file. Now, if you're not confirmed on the voters roll, it's very important that it's updated as soon as possible. Now, this can be done by disputing the information held by each credit file separately.